Ladies and gentlemen. So, Arknights' new main story episode has been announced. And it will be live on the 19th of March. And here's all the important stuff you should know. Much like what has been hinted in episode 15, episode 16 will be set on Ursus. And in this update we will get 3 new operators. The 6th star is none other than Granny Mantra, the latest elite operator that becomes playable. She is a primal caster, and specializes in nervous impairment. And she is no doubt the best partner for Tragodia. Now, as some may know, her archetype is known to be very reliant on element injury enabler. But Mantra is probably the least primal caster that relies on element enabler. For example, her most damaging skill, her skill 3, only requires an operator in her range to activate their skill, to unlock the additional hit and paralysis. So pretty much anyone can help. Her second talent also gives a very interesting ability, where she will mark the closest red box from her position. An enemy who enters from that red box, will always get 1 stack of paralysis. Overall a great damage dealer. However, right now she is not considered a must-have, borderline skippable. I personally recommend you get her if you already have Tragodia, or like to play with paralysis debuff. And even if you have Tragodia, getting Mantra is still not considered necessary. But no doubt the biggest reason to skip her, is that right after this, we will get a limited banner. Not only the new 2 6-star are well known and established characters, but they are an absolutely strong unit. And it is wise to spend your resources for this instead. Anyway, I'll talk more about Mantra in my next video. Right now let's see the other new operators. The new 5-star is Vitochki. I definitely didn't spell her name right. Anyway, she is our newest Juggernaut defender. A defender who has good offensive and defensive skills. But they have a really big drawback of not being able to be healed normally. In her case, she got a talent that will recover her HP after she is done using skill. And is able to inflict frighten. Next up, we will get a new 4-star, which I don't know how to spell her name. Anyway, she is an Agent Vanguard. No doubt one of the best Vanguard archetypes in the game. Now, I haven't played with her all that much, but personally, I think she is the weakest agent in this game. Her ability and DP printing just feel not comparable to the other agents. Even when considering her lower cost, since she's a 4-star. So I think if you already built other agents, she is not necessary to build. New operators are not complete without some new skins. Most of them are Halloween themed, because it was October when this was released in CN. And here are the Rerun skins. By the way, while we're talking about skin, this update will also bring a skin gacha feature. Basically you can spend 2,800 red rock to get one random old skin currently featured. Personally I think it's not worth it to waste your red rock here, even if the skin selection is only 2. Mainly because the skin you get is random. If you already have all the old skins, you will be given a special skin voucher to exchange for one skin. Okay, time to see this new story chapter mechanics and enemies. We will be fighting the whole damn Ursine military. But we are not alone. Unlike the useless civilians in chapter 8, we'll be fighting side by side with guerrilla miners. So in most stages you'll be seeing these devices generating thick smoke that will turn enemies inside invisible, and also preventing you from deploying your operators in the smoke. Operators who have invisible revealability should still be able to attack targets inside the smoke. But the optimal way to counter this is using miners. The miners will periodically appear from this device. They will initially stay near it, but you can activate the device, and they will start moving to their predetermined path, which usually moves towards this smoke generator. Not only can they clear the smoke around them, they are also an effective tool to destroy the smoke generator. They can also block and attack enemies. One type of enemy is even only blockable by the miners. The miners can get hit, but you won't get a penalty if they die. They will also gain heals if they are simply inside medic operator range. Some stages also have this concrete block on range tiles. The miners can destroy it. And once the concrete is gone, you should be able to deploy your ranged units on top. Alright, here's the enemy you will face in episode 16. Okay, let's talk about the boss. Technically there are 3 bosses in this chapter. But the Emperor's Blade is pretty much just a cutscene, so it left us with 2 actual boss fights. First we have this huge bear on an active manhunt. Once it appears, it will go straight to the blue box. This thing is tough, and deals a very devastating hit enough to one or two shot even the strongest defender. So I don't recommend blocking it. The optimal way to fight this thing is basically to kite it, because it will actively pursue anyone who hurts it. But bear in mind, in the second phase it is able to do ranged attack, mainly targeting someone who deals the most damage to it. As for the second boss, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We are fighting Agenda and Rasputin. This boss is always unblockable, but it does move rather slowly, and always generate smoke around its location, making it difficult for operators to hit it. Although this one is not as damaging as the bear, but you best keep your distance. This boss has a special arts attack for anyone near it. It can inflict fear to the miners, preventing them from functioning, and can create dominion similar to the Emperor's Blade, which can slow the attack speed, and then force retreat any operators inside. It can also summon this butterfly thingy. And interestingly, in its second phase, it will change the stage location. Your operators will be retreated, and enter deploy cooldown, so make sure you have someone ready to deploy as soon as the stage changes. It's a new main story chapter, so there's a lot of new stages, and a lot of yellow rock to gain from completing them. And for some time after its release, clearing chapter 16 stages will also give you this event currency, which you can exchange for items in the shop. For new modules, Lope Shooter Sniper will get their module in this update. The new operators belong in an archetype that already has a module, so they will instantly get one. Other than that, there's also a second module for Executor Altar, OG Eager, and a new specialized module for Adion. There will be a new operator accord and paradox simulation. And this is the new furniture. That should be all. Adios.